Hey guys, my name is Julia and I'm one of your teen services librarians over at the main library on Goodwood. We are traveling to the dark side this week because we are making moon dough that glows in the dark. If you've never made moon dough, it's basically kinetic sand. Supplies that accompany this video are available at the main library's drive-thru in a limited capacity. To make glow-in-the-dark moon dough, you will need flour, cornstarch, coconut oil, glow-in-the-dark pigment powder, polysorbate 80, and a craft stick. So to get started, we're going to go ahead, open our bag for the cornstarch. If you can't tell the difference between them offhand, the cornstarch is the very powdery one that should be every which way in your bag. And open our flour. And we want to go ahead and pour the flour into the cornstarch. There is no chemical reason for this. It's just a little less messy this way. You want to go ahead and mix those up in whatever way works. All right. Next, you want to take your coconut oil and melt it. Use the sun, use a microwave, really whatever works for you. After your coconut oil is all melted, you want to go ahead and snip the tip off of your pipette. So this has polysorbate 80 in it. It is an emulsifier, which means that it is something that allows the pigments to spread evenly and not get all globbed together. There's not much in your pipette because you don't need much. Afterwards, you want to go ahead and open up your tiny Ziploc bag of pigment powder. And just go ahead, pour that into your coconut oil. And stir everything together. Next up, you want to go ahead, pour this in to your bag. And the pigment powder we're using today is to make it glow in the dark. It's not going to give it a ton of color. If that is something that's really important with your moon dough, go ahead and feel free to add a couple of drops of food coloring into that coconut oil mix as well. Once you've got it in the bag, you want to stir everything up in whatever way that works for you. Use your hands, shake it up, use the craft stick. Just don't manhandle it too much. When you mix it all up, it should have a sand-like consistency to it. What you want to do next, I've moved mine to a bowl just to make it easier to show things on camera, is go leave it out in light for a while to charge. This helps absorb more UV light into it and will make it work better. Either use fluorescent light or sunlight, those will be your best bets. But after you do that, you can go ahead and test this out. So you can take it into a dark room and look, or put it under a black light. I'm going to use a black light today because that's easiest to show on film. You have some moon dough that glows in the dark. Have fun with this, guys. Play with it. Remember to recharge it in the light. When you're not using it, throw it in a plastic bag and keep it zipped up. But most of all, have fun. All right, now it is time for the science. So there is a whole bunch of different ways you can have glow-in-the-dark things. The three most common ways you see in everyday life, though, are radiation, chemiluminescence, and photoluminescence. Radiation is dangerous and can cause cancer, so we definitely did not take that route today. Chemiluminescence is when a chemical reaction produces light. It's generally a bit safer, and you've actually seen it a whole lot of times in glow sticks. Photoluminescence is when protons are absorbed into an object. Today we worked with a subset of photoluminescence called phosphorescence. And simply explained, phosphorescence works because UV light is absorbed and stored into an object. Later, the energy from that UV light is released as visible light. The thing that makes something phosphorescent is called a phosphor, and the pigment we used is a phosphor. It's actually made out of zinc sulfide, and people have known that it glows in the dark since 1866. If you have any questions or comments about today's video, holler at us. Our phone number is 231-3770, or you can leave a comment on this video. Better yet, tag us on Instagram to show us what you made. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this, and I can't wait to see you next time.